Annyeong Chingu. Hi everyone, this is Leo. This is my second video. Okay, not on the channel, but my second video in this year. It is day 10 of COVID Chronicles. I've been okay, and I'm just a little bit of residual symptoms, which won't kill anyone. Just have a bit of metallic taste, and my nose smell, like the smell's a little bit weird because it still smells a bit metallic. I don't know, I can't even describe this. Like, what the fuck is this? Cool. But yeah, except for that, my throat is not as bad as it anymore. I feel like my voice is coming back, and okay, I'm gonna take this a bit down. It does seem a bit loud, but you guys know the song, right? Like everyone is like TikToking it. I think I'm a bit catching up a bit late because I had a week of not doing anything and sleeping and getting bored and watching videos. So I stumbled on this song. It was quite fun, hey? Like to just see how people are so creative and social media and yeah so yeah, just let it play in the background. Okay, I decided to start making a bit of content. We shall see where this takes us. Because I've been trying to decide on what I should concentrate on because I've realized like a whole lot of people get something. So if you like beauty and makeup, you do makeup and people follow you for that. If you're a fashionista, you do fashion stuff and people follow you for that. Or if you like chronicle your guys' relationship, whether it's a relationship, couple things that you guys do, or interracial relationships. So, well, as the song says, single, searching, wanna mingle, be married. Okay, but so I can't be making any relationship content as for it. So I don't know. So I was like trying to figure out what is my passion, like what is it that I want to do, and actually, I've never been someone who does one thing, which is probably why this is going to be a bit difficult for me because I am all over the place. I have a whole lot of weird interest everywhere, and that then sort of kind of learns the versatility of my life. So maybe I should just be versatile about it. And if I'm going to post like raw content, I will post whatever I feel like on that day, and people who are interested to try and follow the life of a young single doctor who lives in South Africa who is interested in Asian everything, even trying to learn Japanese and Korean. Yes, and give you a bit of my learnings. I can introduce myself. I'm still very basic on these languages, but I've realized I actually I I think I like Korean more. I never thought that I was gonna like Korean, because my initial language was Japanese, like konnichiwa, watashi wa sumi desu, hajimemashite. That was basically where my learning was, and I even joined like Hello Talk to try and get like Japanese friends, and that was the first country I traveled to solo, which was I loved it. I loved it. But then, once you go to Japan, then people tell you need to also check out South Korea because it is a bit opposite-ish to Japan, but it is also a very interesting place, and the culture is also very rich. And so I decided to go to South Korea the following year. Yes, it was the following year, 2018. So I went to South Korea and I realized, oh no, I'm gonna go try. I really like Korean, and I got immersed in a whole lot of K dramas and not much of K-popper, but K dramas, and that has been a journey. And well, yeah, so that, and then I also watch a whole lot of like Chinese series, which very long. It was like 40 something episodes, and one episode like an hour or something. It's always like so long, so it takes a whole lot of dedication. But that's part of my interests. And if you've noticed, I also love traveling. And so this year I wanted, it was actually last year, I wanted to do cruise ship doctors, so that I can basically work while I travel. But then COVID happened, and you know, COVID happened, so I couldn't travel. But I'm still trying to apply to see how things can go, and maybe when we've reached our new normal of COVID, then maybe I can travel and do that. Then I can basically vlog my travels, and well, I'm also Christian, and I would love to share my walk with God, with people, because people think, oh, just because you're young and you're Christian, you can't be hip and happening. Do people still say that? Well, or is that I am proudly happy about my walk and my relationship with God, and it'll be something that I would also want to share on my channel. So you see, there's a whole lot of things that I would like to share, and which basically brings back over, like, I can't really choose one specific thing right now, but we shall see. We shall see as time goes. Maybe I will choose something, and maybe I will head to that direction, and we'll see. Yeah, so, oh, okay. So, some people wanted to know, what did I use for my whole time while I had COVID. Well, I used a whole lot of, like, your normal flu meds. I'm not endorsing any of these products, but it's things that help me, so I don't mind sharing them. So, one of the pills that I took, I was using Sinocons. I use Sinocons for my sinuses because I was getting a whole lot of sinus headache. Like when you touch and tap, you can actually feel pain. So it helped a lot. And I would also basically, I also use a bit of ibuprofen, ibuprofen. And I use them with panados. I don't know where my panados are. I think I finished the pack that was here, but I will use them both, because actually when you use them both, they actually are effective. People would think panados are not effective, but until you actually realize that when you use panado and brufen together, they do work. So that's what I used for my headaches, and I will basically alternate between the Sinocons and Griffins. And then I got a whole lot of supplements, vitamins. So I use vitamin D. I got this from the Pick and Pay pharmacy, and I also used a bit of zinc also. So that I was taking daily. This was after meals, and I used my vitamin C. This I bought when I was in Italy. We had the worst case of flu, and that was November. And a part of me still thinks that was COVID, but our whole contiguous had flu, and it was bad. So I had to buy quite a whole lot of meds, and we were not getting better. So I bought this very large and was quite expensive vitamin C. But yeah, so I still have it, and still quite a lot inside. But it really helped me a lot, because when all the stocks of vitamin C were finished because of COVID, and everyone was just basically stocking on vitamin C, I had this whole pack. So it was an investment, actually. And I also used Strepsils for my throat. Oh, sorry, Strepsils. So I got Strepsils for my throat. I prefer the orange flavor, but they only had the ginger one. So you take what you take, and it helped with basically soothing the throat. And then on days when I felt like go to sleep and feeling a bit feverish, then I used a bit of med lemon at night, only at night, and that was basically that. I don't like med lemon, but it also has aspirin, so you need to be just careful with like the drugs that you take, because it also has aspirin in it, so it also helps with basically body aches and yeah, like the works. So and that's basically all that I used, hey. That I didn't use anything else that is special. Just that, and I'm sure people also have all their own flu remedies that could help. And but yeah, so that's all I used. And yeah. Oh, I also got a PPI, lung cap. I took this because I have a problem with ulcers, like gastritis, not necessarily ulcers because I haven't had a G-scope to confirm them, but I have a problem with gastritis. So, and with the amount of NSAIDs I was taking during this time, I needed to protect my tummy. So I went and got a PPI to try and protect my tummy. So I would take this in the morning with warm water, just to soothe my throat. And well, I don't know, I think I started drinking warm water in the morning because like Chinese people always drink warm water, and they're like, oh, they're so healthy and all that. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll start it. So yeah, so I started drinking warm water, and yeah, so that's basically all that I've been using this whole entire time. I also got a bit of prednisones, but I didn't actually end up taking them because we do like prescribe them for our patients as part of basically supportive treatment. It's an anti-inflammatory, it's a steroid, but I didn't end up taking them. So yes, I have prednisones now, and yeah, so it the journey is not necessarily finished because we don't know what's gonna happen now. I don't know what are the after effects of the initial infection, but I just pray that this is it, and I will not be having a whole lot of bad after effects. I think one of the funniest and a bit of worst is having a foggy memory for a doctor. Like the last thing that you want is to feel like your brain's not working, and it kind of your whole career depends on it working. So yeah, so I think that that's one thing that I wouldn't like to have, and I'm praying that I don't get. And yeah, so yeah, how did we get to that? But yeah, so you see, my channel is gonna be jumping around. It's gonna be a whole lot of things. One day you will find me singing, or maybe I'll be dancing, or maybe I'll be talking about something medical, or I'll be talking about my Korean, Chinese, Japanese learning journey, or could be a whole lot of things, but we shall see. So, guys, thank you for being with me and watching my video, and make sure to like and subscribe. I know I'm supposed to say that so that you guys will remember that you need to like and subscribe. Yeah. Bye.